What's up, what's up, what's up, Kansas City? It's your boy, Joe Cornejo, back in the flesh, once again, holding it down in front of your computer screens like I never left. It's been a minute, but we're going to get right into it like I never left. So, let's talk about why we're really here, okay? We're here to discuss something big, ladies and gentlemen. Something huge happened. Something we've been waiting on as hip-hop fans for 2 years. And last Friday, the sixth god himself, Drizzy Drake, finally blessed us with his highly anticipated album, Views, or the album formerly known as Views from the Six. Now, this album was originally supposed to come out right around the time after Nothing Was the Same dropped, but in the meantime, since then, Drake dropped 2 albums, If You're Reading This Is Too Late, and What a Time to Be Alive with Future, as a way to hold over fans until Views came out, because Drake and 40 wanted to spend more time working on Views to craft out new sounds, new flows, and new experiments. This was supposed to be Drake's apex album. This was supposed to be his album that solidified his legacy as a hip-hop legend and great, and in his own words, separate him from his peers. And when the album came out, did it achieve everything Drake hoped it would? And a short answer, no. Not even close. In fact, this album came out to be a very mediocre and very average Drake album in 2016 and offered us nothing new or something we haven't heard Drake do before. Everything on this album is just Drake going through the motions, and in a way, this is pretty much 2016's Take Care minus the motivation and drive that Take Care had. Take Care had 18 songs, Views has 20. The difference between the two is that all of Take Care's songs, each of them had a unique and distinct sound that helped separate them from the other 17 songs. Whereas Views, if the song's not a dancehall track or a hype track, it all sounds the same. It's just Drake going through the motions because Drake knows his fans are going to eat it up. The album sold 630,000 copies the first night. The first night, that did more than Beyonce's album. And honestly, if this is the best album Drake can come up with after 2 years of working on it, I think it's safe to say we've seen the best of Drake, and he's never going to make that classic that he so desperately wants and needs for his legacy unless he truly changes and evolves as an artist. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Joe, Take Care was a classic, right? Right? No. Take Care was a great album. I love Take Care, but Take Care brought nothing new to the table. And to be a classic, you have to do one of the following. You have to, one, have a unique sound, have unique flows and rhymes, have a unique concept, and have a unique aesthetic. None of Drake's albums have those because all of Drake's albums are just him riding the wave of what's hot during that time or riding the wave of his artist currently in his camp. Think about this. You think I'm lying? Let's think about this for a minute. So Far Gone, the Houston sound. Thank Me Later, 808s and Heartbreaks. Take Care, The Weeknd sound. The Weeknd gave over half his album to Drake for Take Care. Nothing Was the Same, P&D, Madrid, Jordan, and Sampha. He even bit Migos' flow in that album. If You're Reading This Is Too Late, Quentin Miller sound, obviously. And What a Time to Be Alive was him riding Future and Metro Boomin's wave. And now Views, in a way, is pretty much riding Bryson Tiller's wave. Because you think about it, you think I'm lying? Think about this. Redemption had the same exact formula as Dome. An eerie background with a solo drum pattern. Hype had the same pixel sounds that the 502 come-up had. And the weird part about all this is that Bryson Tiller's sound is influenced by Drake. And at this point in his career, Bryson Tiller can do Drake better than Drake can do Drake. And if that's the case, it's safe to say that Drake's run at the top may not be lasting that much longer. And the gap between him and his peers is a lot smaller than Drake would like to imagine. And not only is Drake going through the motions, this is some of the weakest lines I've heard from Drake on this album. Really though. You're toying with it like a Happy Meal? You're toying with it like a Happy Meal? And don't even get me started on that Channing Tatum line. I'm sorry. That line kills my soul every time I hear it. And I love pop style, but every time I hear that line, a part of me dies and just cringes every time. I'm sorry. If you're going to be the best self-proclaimed rapper in the game right now, you cannot be spitting weak lines like that. And whoever wrote that for Drake and his ghostwriting team needs to be fired. And if Drake wrote that himself, damn, son, you do need ghostwriters. And at this point, unless Drake goes through a dramatic change as a person or grows to evolve as an artist, I don't think he's ever going to craft out that classic album that he so desperately wants and needs. And if he doesn't do that soon, then I think he's just going to be in the same boat as Ja Rule. Just another artist that was hot during a certain time period and era in hip-hop, but nothing more. Nothing more, nothing less. That's my take on Views. Let me know what you think. Am I right? Is Views just a very mediocre, average Drake album? Or am I just being a hater and Views is a great album? Or a classic at that? Or is there a middle ground somewhere in between here? Let me know what you think, Kansas City. Hit me up in the comment section, I'll get back to you. What's up, Kansas City? Joe Cornejo, signing off.
I'm IFBB Bikini Pro Cat Williams, and when I'm not working out in the gym, I'm searching the web on Cascade Media and What's Up Kansas City. So make sure you check them out.